Hey guys, welcome to Jersey Beast TV. So today's exercise we're going to cover is the goblet squat. This is a great alternative for squats. If you don't, number one, don't have access to a bar or plates if you're training at home. Number two, if you have issues with your back or your neck and you can't really put a bar on your back. Number three, if you have shoulder mobility issues where you can't actually get a lot of guys have shoulder problems where they can't get their hands behind them far enough to hold the bar in place. So there's a stigma behind training with the bar that you have to squat with the bar. Not necessarily true. You can squat with heavy goblet squats using a heavy kettlebell or a dumbbell. I mean, if you're doing goblet squats with a 100-pound dumbbell, you're pretty sharp. All right, so you can get away from the stigma with the bar. I mean, the bar is a great tool, but it's not the end-all be-all for squats. All right, anybody that tells you that's an idiot. So you can do the goblet squat with a kettlebell or dumbbell. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. One more thing before I dive in. A lot of videos that I see online of guys squatting or they want tips on their form, the main thing that I see is that they're not going low enough. So a lot of times on the squats, they're squatting high. They end here. They don't go deep enough. And sometimes that has to do with the weight that they're using, right? Sometimes they're using way too much weight because it's an ego thing. And the other thing that it has to do with is that they don't have the body awareness yet of what it's like to squat deep. All right, and that's because of what we're taught. A lot of us were brought up through doing squats in the weight room in high school, and we weren't really taught the proper way to squat, and we've carried this with us for years afterwards. So get rid of the ego if you're training with the bar, and focus on your depth first, because I promise you if you get your depth in order, if your squat depth is in order, your strength numbers are going to jump through the roof. It's when you're not squatting properly, you're not squatting low enough, and you're not pushing through the heels out of the hole of the squat where you fail to see those jumps in strength. Okay, so kettlebell or dumbbell, we'll do the dumbbell first because most people have dumbbells or access to dumbbells. Very simple. You hold it underneath the top head, close to your body in here. Okay, elbows tucked in. And what I try and tell people is you want to drive your elbows inside your knees. All right, so when you're squatting, you don't want to be out here like this, hold it like this, because what's going to happen is you squat and your elbows are going to hit your knees. You're not going to squat deep enough. All right, let me show you from the side. So you have my elbows stop me from squatting. So if you tuck the elbows in and you drive those elbows inside the knees, it becomes a little easier to get deep into the squat. So I'll show you from the side first. Okay, and now from the front, elbows and come up. All right, very simple. One thing you want to make sure when you're doing the goblet squat is you're not pushing the weight away from you as you squat, because what happens is if you're going heavy with weight, you're sitting back with the hips, that weight's going to pull you forward on your toes. All of your power comes from your heels on the squat, all right? Next one is the kettlebell goblet squat. Two ways you can hold it. One way is by the horns this way. The other way is this way. Either way is fine. But again, you're keeping the elbows tucked in, and again, driving the elbows into the knees. From the side, same thing. And see where the placement of the weight is? It's right under my chin, close to my body. I'm not holding it out here. Because again, you hold it too far away from your body, it's going to pull you forward. But that's the goblet squat. Simple way to get your squats in if you're training from home, if you don't have access to a bar, or you want a different variation of your squat just to change things up. I guarantee you if you're doing goblet squats with heavy weight, you're going to get super strong and your bar squat will jump because now you have the body awareness that you should have with the depth and how deep you're getting. All right, again, you want to drive those elbows inside the knees, don't flare them out because this flaring them out will stop you from getting deep enough in your squat. All right, guys, that's the goblet squat. Use it. Let me know what you think. Try in the comment. Let me know in the comment section below after you try it. If you haven't done it before, give it a go, and let me know how it works for you. All right. One last thing: if you are a guy and you're a dad and you're looking to get your competitive edge back and you're just looking to get back in the gym, get results, become strong like you were when you were in your 20s or 30s, sign up for my email newsletter. You're going to see more videos like this on my email newsletter. I'm putting all of my good stuff to my email list. I'll link it up in the comment section and the description below. And as always, guys, if I can help in any way, feel free to reach out and let me know. All right, guys, we'll talk soon.